The Putnam County Fish and Game Association is located in Carmel, New York, just off of exit 19 on I-84. For me, it was only 30 miles away. It took me under 30 minutes to get there. You should have no problem finding them if you use your GPS, MapQuest, Google Maps, or things like that. The grounds were well kept. The lodge is a little ways up the private road, which is paved, so be patient. They have a nice parking lot just before you get to the lodge. It's off to the left and can hold about 30 cars. I have to say that this is the most professional looking club that I have seen. As I pulled up, there must have been 10 people cleaning the underbrush all around the lodge. They had sign-in logs, they had information sheets, they had everything. They also have a small archery range and a very nice skeet range. The course is a short distance from the main building. Head out towards the skeet range. The course will be off to the right. The first thing you'll see is this sign-in area. The next thing you'll come up upon is this lost arrow box. This is great. But later, after I lost an arrow, it dawned on me. There is no way a person behind me who might find my arrow will finish before me to put it in the arrow box. A nice touch on this course is they have a warm-up area, which you won't know about because it's not anywhere near the main clubhouse. It's actually the first station on the trail. And I warmed up at the archery range next to the main building, not knowing this. And then I walked out, and there it is. I thought I'm at my first target, and I see this wonderful warm-up area. It had a picnic table, and it had targets at all different ranges and different sizes. The best way to describe the course layout is a balloon with a string. The first part of the course is the string. It contains 12 targets. It's an access road with targets to the left and right. The targets to the left are uphill shots, and the targets to the right are downhill shots. At the end of this road is a double target, 13 and 14. It is here that you leave the road and head slowly uphill and on a trail. The course will work its way around the hill, ending back at target 13 and 14. The course has signage letting you know where to go at any location where you might make a choice. This course was real easy to follow. Each target was clearly marked. The shooting stations used reflective markers. The markers are either painted or covered with colored tape that corresponded with whatever group you were shooting in. They also had bow stands next to the target markers. I never used them because I shot traditional and my shooting station was nowhere near them. If you shot compound, then they were right next for you. So that was good for you, bad for me. In this shoot, I used my Hoyt Scout 40-pound recurve left-hand bow. The shortest shot was 10 yards, and the farthest shot that we did this day was 30 yards. The average was in the 18 to 22 yard range. The compound shooters were definitely in the 30-yard range average all day long.
To see what he could see, searching for a friend to share my time, looking for a mountain I can climb. I ain't afraid of death or no voodoo. Do the best that I can do with the spirit of the wild, running free. The spirit of the wild inside of me. Yeah.
The terrain was mainly open woods and rolling hills. You will climb uphill for very short periods, nothing you would call strenuous. The course was easy to follow and in most parts actually followed the terrain itself. This is a great course for those who want to focus on shooting without having to get out of breath climbing up and down hills and such. This course used targets from Reinhardt and Delta McKenzie mainly. Out of 30 targets, there are 3 large game, 2 elks, and a standing black bear. There are 20 medium targets, and 7 were small. There is really no unique targets such as dinosaurs and things like that, unless you count the one gator that is on the course, I guess. This course, as the number shows, is about medium game, with 20 out of 30 targets in that category. I'd like to see more large game. This course with its open woods is perfect for that type of target. But with the cost of those large targets, I wholly understand why they don't have that many. This course is all about basic shots. Every shot in this course was the classic broadside shot, which means the target was perfectly sideways to you at a 90-degree angle. There are no trick shots in this course, and only a few that have any type of obstruction between you and your targets. The sight line in this course is always perfectly clear. The hardest part of this course was the fact that almost no targets had anything behind them. No backing, no trees, no hills, no nothing. So if you missed, you went searching for that arrow. That lack of backing puts a premium on accuracy, and that just can't be understated. And that is one of the pluses of this course. I lost 1 arrow on the small bear. I spent at least 10 minutes looking for it and finally gave up. When I finished the course, I went back and spent another 20 minutes or so looking for it. I finally found it, and let me tell you, that made me feel so much better. My favorite shot was the buck and elk. The buck was 22 yards away and the elk was 30. I like long distance shots, and this was the perfect representation of that. Overall, I gave this course 3 stars. 3 stars means a good, solid course, which this course is. It is straightforward. There is nothing fancy or overly difficult about this course. It is all about basics. You can tell they take great pride in their club just by how it looks. Out on the course, they took the time to place picnic tables for you to use, something I've never seen anywhere else. On the back side of the course, they even had a shed to store targets. What that shows me is prior planning, and it shows in a well thought out and executed course. But it doesn't stop there. On the day of the shoot, in the main building, they had dealers selling knives, archery supplies, firearms, and all different type of stuff. This is a great add-on that I'd like to see more of. So why the 3 stars then? Simple. The strength of this course is also its weakness. Being that it is straightforward and simple, the shots are so open, I never felt any danger of hitting anything but the target. Do you see what I mean? See, this course is great in that you get to work the basics. There's basic shots at simple, basic angles. And that can only take you so far. But this is a great course to learn the basics and to practice the basics. It's really a double-edged sword. What it does well also hurts it. It just can't overcome that. What this course has, though, is potential. If they tweak it here and there, they will have one awesome course. I'd leave the first section alone. This is a great basic section. The uphill, downhill shots, I need to work on that. Then after target in 13 and 14, where the course breaks off and you go on the trail up the hill, you should make the shots harder, and they get harder and harder because there's great potential right up in that area. So by the time you get to target 30, you are so blown away and tired by having been pushed to your limits, you know you did the best course in the area. I'm going to be back here next year. I'm going to come at the start of the season. Why? To get ready. And yes, work my basics. Thanks for watching, and I hope you liked it.